Where are we now? Provide some context on Brothers Marshall in Malibu.
I have been very fortunate to know the brothers Marshall over many decades. I first met Tracy Marshall back in the 90s when he was interning at First Point Productions in Malibu under the watchful eyes of Takuji Masuda. I think Kiao Inagaki was in the mix then also. I was pleasantly surprised to find there were more Marshalls, which I have been very lucky to work with. Derek Marshall has been gracefully managing this project. We have just as much fun on land as we do in the water, a powerful combination.
Have you always made prints? What part do they play in your practice?
I was first introduced to printmaking in community college with linoleum, block, and litho prints. A few years later, while biking around looking for work, I stumbled across an old letterpress shop on 3rd and Townsend Street in San Francisco. This amazing person named Norman Hicks gave me a job cleaning mid-century presses and taught me how to run them. I worked in this shop for about 10 years in the early 90s running a Heidelberg windmill press and a Kluge platen press. Printmaking was my major at San Francisco Art Institute, so I've been making prints of some sort for quite a period of time. I like the immediacy of prints, and the process of intaglio and silk screening really captured my imagination.
How did the Avant Art Collection come about?
I met Christian from Avante while he was visiting San Francisco a few years back. I really like his aloofness combined with genuine eagerness to bring art to the people in a new way that had not really been tried up to that point. I wasn't quite aware of how it worked, but our friendship was real. We could see one another in other cities and always pick up where we left off. Christian is a living example of down for whatever.
Can you talk us through the different symbols and references in this particular work?
This piece was originally a painting that was montaged together with several images and patterns that I've been working with over the last year. I like when images with a strong graphic presence are aligned with something more organically shaped. I'm often taken aback how they work together, and I try to keep that element of surprise when composing work. The letters have become mantras of some sort rather than specific crews. Even if they have started that way, they often help me establish the direction a painting cluster will go when I begin to lay them out. The everyman heads are just that, very pedestrian, and become placeholders or punctuation of some sort within the compositions of the paintings. The geometric patterns are areas to rest the eyes and contemplate the images presented to the viewer. Often they operate as a decorative element within the overall layout.
Have you made a print like this, style, medium, time-limited availability before?
This will be the first print with a time-released approach and hand-finished touches. I will be interacting with each print in a different way for each one. I'm excited for the results.
Anything else worth mentioning? Any closing thoughts?
Thank you for putting up with me.